Welcome to the video, folks, and welcome back to Croft for some more racing. This is the last of the Velo29 winter series. As I think I've said before, I've absolutely loved doing these. They are a great entry level into bike racing, and I'd encourage anybody to get involved at whatever level. I believe they do a summer series and possibly a late summer series as well, so hopefully I'll be back here soon. I've learnt a lot as these races have gone on, so hopefully I can come back fitter and stronger later in the year. As you can probably hear, it was really windy again, made for a tough day's racing. Very difficult to stay in the draft, people getting buffered and dropped all over the place. So yeah, it was a really tough day's racing. I'm talking over these early sections because as an idiot, once again, I forgot to start my Wahoo. I don't know how I'm going to get out of that habit. Pretty embarrassing. It's not difficult, is it? But there you go. When all those other things are going through your mind, sometimes you forget the simplest of things. So there we go, we now have data, and as you can see from the footage, we're already pretty stretched out here. There's gaps and holes all over the place. Another tough start and a few people struggling again. I was trying to learn from my previous races, closing down the gaps when they opened up, like this one for example, and just trying to stay in the draft as much as I possibly could. As we came into this back straight and headwind section, things got even worse. There's gaps literally all over the place. If you look in front and then behind, there's a good few hundred metres between first and last place at this stage. I notice a gap appearing here and have to put in quite a big surge just to close that up. As we come into the top bends, you can see the main group pulling away from us, and whilst it may be game over with us holding on to that front group, there's still a lot of racing to be done. We all put in one last surge down the home stretch to try and catch up with that front group, but when there's such a large group like that and a good draft, it's simply not happening for us to catch back up. By the time we'd come out the hairpin, the pack had really broken up again. I'm desperately trying to catch up with these three riders in front of me. I put in a big surge down this straight here, but I think that took its toll, because no sooner had I caught back onto them, we went round the next couple of bends and they started to pull away again. Despite another surge and my best efforts, those riders were gone, so I sat up, had a look around and just waited to be picked up by some more riders behind me. Once again, it was really difficult into this headwind section, really tricky trying to hold the wheel. I had to put in a big surge here again just to close up the couple of riders in front of me. Again, that was short-lived though, and as we went around the top bends, a couple more riders pulled away from us. I put in a couple more big surges down the home straight in the hope of catching these riders in front. I got within reaching distance around the chicane, but as before I think the efforts took their toll, and as we came down the next straight they pulled away again. Matt and another rider came past down this section as well. I had to dig really deep. I thought at this stage I was going to get dropped, but somehow managed to get back on. I managed to get a breather when back on Matt's wheel and we started to rotate, especially handy through the headwind section. Shortly after, we picked up another rider to take us up to 3. We worked well together and started to eye up some of the riders in front, picking up quite a few as we went round. On the next lap the group grew to 4 and then we continued to pick off more riders. Josh took the group up to 5 riders and that's how it stayed until the end. We continued to work together and rolled turns for the next couple of laps. There was an inevitable sprint finish at the end of the race, adding a bit of fun after what was a hard race. Put out a measly 1000 watts again, pretty disappointing, but on tired legs it was just quite nice to stretch those out at the end of the race. Well done to Matt for taking part in his first race. I think this just shows how different road riding is to track racing. Matt absolutely murders me on the open road, so I'm sure he'll be back later in the season hopefully and putting in some good performances. Also a massive well done to Charlie from the Moonglue race team. He went on to win this race today. So there we go, another race complete. Came in 21st place out of around 40 starters. Once again, really happy with that. I've totally fallen in love with racing and I cannot wait to get back into it. So hopefully I'll have some more videos for you soon. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, cycle safe and I will see you soon.